up and I rolled out of bed. Got dressed and I left at 10. Check my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah, I know this'll be the day. Everything will be okay. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. Cry myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing on these streets. Oh yeah, ain't nobody gonna cry today. Ain't nobody gonna die today. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Gonna be a good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's beautiful. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Woo! It's a great, great day. It's a good day. Get up! Can't you see the sun shining? I woke up and I rolled out of bed. Got dressed and I left at 10. Check my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah, I know this'll be the day. Everything will be okay. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing on these streets. Oh yeah, ain't nobody gonna cry today. Ain't nobody gonna die today. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Gonna be a good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Monday.
Monday.
Yes. We're excited.
It's time for some real estate talk.
Yeah.
So we're going to start us off with Stacey's weekly update.
Cleaning your
for
glasses?
topic number 1. I am cleaning my glasses, and I can see even better. The font on your computer is just a little bit smaller, so I definitely need the glasses. So topic number 1 is Stacey's weekly update. Topic number 2 is going to be, I had a quick conversation with the deputy sheriff over the weekend.
In a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. And I have some items that he reported back that were relatively interesting to me at the very least. So I feel I'm going to share those off.
It's amazing when you just talk to people what happens.
Yeah. You just hear some random facts, and some of them are pretty interesting.
We actually had a lot of random things happen by just talking to random people over the weekend.
Very nice. And then topic number 3 is going to be property taxes in Frisco with a homestead exemption.
Okay. All right.
So we got some new stuff there that got passed.
Okay, you ready?
3 topics. Yes.
Let's go, Stacey.
All right, Stacey, it's time for Stacey's weekly update.
Yay, we love it.
Yes.
Every Monday. Sometimes Tuesday.
Sorry, we're not hearing the volume. Give me 1 second. We'll get it.
Good morning, Acquisto Real Estate family and everyone who's joined us for TNT today. It is a Making It Happen Monday. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend and stayed cool. We have a little bit of a reprieve this week. It's going to be in the low 90s for the majority of the week. So I am going to take advantage of that and get a little bit of yard work done in the front flower bed that I was going to do this weekend, but it was just too hot to do it. So I hope you guys have plans and can get some stuff done yourselves. I wanted to talk about homeowners association resale certificates and violations that can occur and what does happen and what I just saw. So we have had a buyer that was purchasing a home, and we were waiting for the resale certificate and everything to come back. And as soon as it came back, there were violations noted on the resale certificate for the property. These violations could potentially be extremely expensive depending on once a contractor came out and a couple other factors of what would have to be done to correct them. So we asked the seller if they would correct them prior to closing. We weren't in a hurry to close, so that was okay. And the seller said no, they weren't going to do that, that the buyer was buying the house as is, and that was it. Well, our buyer thought about it. We talked about it. I talked to the title company and the homeowners association. The title company said the buyer would have to sign a document saying that the title company was not responsible for any fees or fines that would come up after closing for the current violation. And the homeowners association said that they would have to take care of the violation within 14 days of their property purchase. Again, not knowing how expensive this would be to take care of because there were several things on there. The buyer decided to use that 3 days within the HOA addendum to terminate the contract once those documents were received. So it opens up a lot of good conversation that we can have about the paragraph in the HOA addendum and why it's important that not only our clients, buyers and sellers, agents, and myself all review the resale certificate and the homeowners association documents. Not to go down a different rabbit hole, but again, the homeowners association documents are important too, and that's why there's 3 days to review them. I personally had a client that purchased a house recently that Their homeowners association document said they could not have any more than 2 dogs or 2 cats. And they actually had just lost their 3rd dog that had passed away due to old age. So they couldn't technically have lived in that house with all their animals because they had more than 2 dogs. So these are why these things are important. So if you have clients that have specific needs and stuff, remember we need to look at the HOA documents together with them. And that's why that 3 days is important. So if you have any questions, I am so happy to discuss that, and just let me know. So let's talk about our great update from Monday, June 20th through Sunday, June 26th. We had 5 contracts turned in and 2 closings. So congratulations, you guys. Way to keep June going. And I am looking forward to the rest of this week. I'll be around if you need me. Have a great day.
Very good. Thank you, Stacey. That was actually an amazing update.
No,
you had
that's
a lot of information
really
in there.
good, and you can never take anything for granted. You know, you have to think. You know, these are things that should have been disclosed in the seller's disclosure. However, it came up between the time they were under contract to time to close. So, you know, also we have the HOA addendum. I don't know. It's crazy, but you need to ask those questions, and that's crazy. You know, HOAs and violations kill the deal. Great job, Stacey. I know we talked about it a lot, and Stacey did a lot of investigating. And it's funny, we are not supposed to practice law. However, we're forced to practice a little bit.
So I was super impressed in that scenario on how you got all those different things accomplished, right? So the buyer could actually buy it, because that's very unique to work through that title company issue and get 14 days and then fully understand it, right? And then have the option. And then they chose to cancel, which is absolutely their right.
That's their right. But
an amazing job to get it to that point for whomever the agent was, I'm not even sure, and Stacey, to get to the point for their client and then do it all within that time frame. Incredibly impressive.
Yeah.
And thank you to the title company for all the efforts. I'm not sure who
my
it
friends,
was,
is why you need a realtor to help you through the process. That would be a really good example to share when you're in a listing appointment or a buyer appointment.
Yeah, it definitely is. Why do I need a realtor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let me tell you.
Very good. Yes, put that one in the back of your mind.
Thanks, Stacey.
I got some quick takeaways from a conversation I got to have with the deputy sheriff. So the deputy sheriff is the number 2 guy.
Yep.
And we happened to be at Dutch Bros on Sunday morning, right? And so we were up there, and the place gets so busy that they have people directing traffic. And from what I understand, it would be people that are off duty directing traffic. And the guy happened to have a sheriff shirt on. So I'm like, I'm going to go talk to the guy. And Shana was like...
I'm like, really?
So I did.
So I'm going to go ask him if he's the actual sheriff, or get, specifics on why he's wearing this.
Yeah, what's going on,
shirt.
Right? So I talked with a gentleman, and come to find out he was not the actual sheriff, but he was with the sheriff's department, and he was a deputy sheriff. So had
super nice guy.
Very, very nice. Had a conversation with him all about it, and the first thing he tried to do was recruit me to work with him. And he was always recruiting, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, you'll really enjoy the job and all those things. And I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, no, I currently have a job. Thank you for the opportunity. And he said they are severely understaffed.
Yeah.
And they have massive problems
a
with
little
hiring.
Scary, but yeah.
And then he proceeded to tell me a couple of different facts. And he mentioned one of them, and it kind of stuck with me. And, he said that Collin County is currently having an import of Collin County residents by 80 new people every single day.
Every day.
365 days a year. And then I thought about that. So the sheriff covers the whole county. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. 365 days, 80 new people every single day. there's 80 new people coming in. And at the same time, he also mentioned that there are 84 new jobs created every single day, 365 in Collin County. So the jobs are outpacing.
Yeah.
The jobs are outpacing the people that are coming here.
Yep.
So effectively, we have a lower unemployment rate every day because of that. And then I thought about the numbers, right? And I just wanted to share that. It's 30,000 people per year for a sustained amount of time that we've had. And it fluctuates a little bit between 80 and 82 and 85 people a day that have came in over the last decade
Collin
plus.
County.
Just Collin County, 80 people. So think about all the homes that has to be. So I do have some census data, and I'll pull that up and let us take a look at it.
This is actually really good to follow
Yeah.
and know where to find this information.
So census data has us at 1.1 million people as of July of 2021.
We just had a census.
Yep. So, and then you look at that number, and then, you add 30,000 people to it at a minimum for this current year to get us to where we are now. And the number might be actually even larger or whatever. But if we take a look back and we look at 2010, roughly 10 years ago from this data, and it's 782. That's a huge growth.
Yeah.
Right? It's 400,000 people plus in a super short period of time. So
10
it's
years.
more than 30,000 people per
It
year.
is.
And then if we think about that one just for a little bit, so we'll go back over here and we'll just talk about that number in particular. So think about the average household and how many people are in an average household. Okay. And there's a lot of people that come in with, on their own. So there'd be one person, right? Or two is a couple with no kids or whatever. But then there's kids and whatever. So maybe it's the average is 3 people per household, maybe 4.
Yeah.
But that means that you have to have at least 20 new places every single day, 365, right? For people to live.
Yep.
That's the type of growth that has to happen just to keep up. And then all of a sudden you hear a stat like new building permits have slowed down. So if new building permits slow down, you can't slow down too much before all of a sudden
It's
that
not gonna
number
stop.
really
The influx
catches
of
up with
people
you
are
every
not gonna
single
stop.
day,
Right.
right? So you can see how the supply can't keep up with the demand because the demand just keeps funneling in. And that's every day that you have to have a minimum of 20 brand new from the ground up
Yeah.
places to live to keep up with that. And if not, then you have a shortage. And it just cuts into it. It's astronomical.
It is.
When you just look at those numbers. All right, so back to the sheriff. A couple other interesting facts that he did tell was that they do have a great cross-force policy. So the sheriff and all of their people are always out. They're not like in the office, so to speak.
Right.
Okay, so they're always dispatched out and driving around.
The office out of their car.
Yeah, so they're always at remote locations, and the first person to respond responds, the closest one. And they said that they do a great job of working with the city of McKinney, the city of Frisco's, Plano, all the different cities, on whoever is closer to the call will show up. So even if it's in the county, then it's possible that a police department, a local police department, if they're closer, would show up.
Yep.
And vice versa. So they'll show up at other calls where they're closer. So they all work hand in hand together. So I thought that was really good.
It is.
Yep.
But there's a shortage.
Shortage. There you go. So now you know if you want a job, they are recruiting and they're trying to hire all the
Probably
time.
meet a lot of people that way.
You definitely could.
Could enhance your real estate career.
I didn't ask what the compensation was, but it was a very nice gentleman.
Very nice.
And
Very nice.
that's about it. So
There you go.
there you go. We'll go to That's a Wrap today, Okar. We'll cover that one tomorrow. Well, that's going to be a wrap today. I looked down at the clock and I was like, whoa, it's 9 o'clock. So let's go ahead and wrap it up. We only got to talk about Stacey's update, but she had some amazing
she
stuff
had some
in there.
Great stuff.
And then
Good
I
job,
had
Stacey.
some quick stats for you. And
Just a reminder of our market and where we live and what is happening. That was like not just a stat, right? This is somebody who lives and breathes it every day. Out there.
Yeah, when he told me that number, I was like, wow, that's crazy. And I'm like, I'm going to have to fact check that one. I'm like, it can't be. And I'm like, maybe it's only 5 days a week and maybe it's every business day. And that number would be really different. And I'm like, well, what's the growth? And I started thinking about it. And then I did fact check it and looked back, and the number appears to be exactly correct, right? Plus or minus a couple of people depending on the year and what's going on.
I was given a stat before that Texas has 1,000 people moving here a day.
Okay. Yeah.
And this was last year at a conference in Austin. That was
1,000 people a day.
1,000 people a day moving to Texas.
Right. And
So-
30 of them, or 80 of them, are choosing just Collin County.
Yeah. It's a big
That's
state.
crazy. Now, it
Yeah.
could be that the people are moving from Tarrant County to Collin County or Dallas County to
It says to
whatever.
Texas.
No, I understand, but the stat
Oh,
of 80
right,
people
right,
new
right.
for Collin County
Yeah.
could be people moving across the borders into the county, but they still need more housing because it's not currently here for that.
Yeah.
And then I heard another stat, which was really crazy.
Bonus material.
Super bonus material, that by 2050, okay, so that's a ways out, 2050. But imagine over the life of your next mortgage, right? If you were to have taken a mortgage out just very recently, 2050, that the population of Collin County would be 3.5 million people. And today we're at 1.1 million. So think about that.
So I don't know. I'd be buying that house and getting.
In the next 30 years, it's going to triple plus.
It's a lot of people.
I just can't even fathom what that would be. But I imagine the traffic down 380
We'll be
is going
flying
to be
around like a Jetsons
butter
by that
smooth,
time.
just right down there, no
Oh, yeah.
problems at all.
That bypass.
Not a problem. Got it all handled.
Okay. Have a great day, guys.
All right.
All right.
Take some pictures here, Shana.
Let's do it. Oh.
Injured during the picture.
Oh.
Okay. That's all we had.
All right. All right.
I'll hit mute.
It's a great, great day. It's a good day. Get up. Can't you see the sun shining? I woke up and I rolled out of bed. Got dressed and I left at 10. Check my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah. I know this'll be the